With the MLB draft already underway, a young prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers, I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher? What are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you could trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them. And they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our coverage comes to you from the AA Central. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Amarillo Sod Poodles and the Tulsa Drillers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Josiah Gray, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
He's set, and the pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Working for the punch out and the offering. Down the left field line and deep. A runner on first with 2 away. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
So now here is Drew Avens looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Parsons on second, Pyle at first, 2 out in the inning. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Now at the plate is Booth Pyle, singled in his last at-bat.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate.
Digging in next, Booth Pyle.
The first baseman, Booth Pyle.
On its way is pitch number 75. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 1-0. is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, like you can up there, huh? No one better.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
And another foul ball. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. 5 innings complete. Tulsa's out in front here, 3-0. Next to hit is Boof Pyle, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Hit down the third baseline, and this will get by him at third. Down the line, it's a fair ball. 1 run is scored. Throw into third will not be in time, and it's a 2-run double. The tag, and they got him coming back to third. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Drillers came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Dennis Santana claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Drillers, 6 runs.